Today it's going to be between Jason and SomeDude. Sorry for the short delay, just getting the board figured out. Looks like everything's good to go now. I believe we've counted down our racers, so things should be getting underway relatively soon here.
Yep, they should be getting started in just a minute. Hello, everybody. Hopefully the wait wasn't too long for all of you. Everything looks to be good now. Yeah, so kind of a nice board we've got here. A handful of random goals and a handful of static goals. To me, this board looks pretty strong for Claw, but there's also enough random goals that early shop rushes and things like that might be worthwhile. We've got Pale Ores, Arcane Egg, Rancid Eggs, all sorts of stuff on this board.
There's also like a couple of interesting synergies on this board. I really like the Kill 4 Mimics with Grubs and Deep Nest. I feel like that's a pretty strong play once you have it. You're going to be going down there to get that Mimic Grub anyways.
Man, that initial load for Jason was like a solid like 5 to 10 seconds long. That was rough.
Yeah, I wish load normalizer worked for initial load as well.
Yeah, the problem is that in the rando mod, the randomization happens after you hit start, and that's a CPU dependent calculation. So it's not really possible to just have it as part of the load normalizer, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, unless you had like some sort of like 15-second delay or something. But,
right? Yeah,
not the most reasonable thing.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, we'll see. Lots of random goals again. Nothing static early to rush, so I would expect both runners to check Fury. SomeDude is doing that now. We'll see if Jason follows in his steps. And yep, looks like he's turned around to go right back for Fury.
This is an interesting board in the sense that we don't have any obtains for any sort of movement. So it's going to be interesting. The only info that the runners get about each other are from the board. So they're going to have to try and deduce what each other have strictly from the goals that they mark and not from any like actual like obtain claw, obtain wings, obtain shade cloak, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. A lot of these random obtain goals, they're just going to have no idea. But yeah, several of the others, like Talk to Mask Maker, Journal of Mantis Village, Lore Tablet, and Howling Cliffs, you can tell right away where they're at. Ooh, Dash at a Zelda. And Claw. Oh my gosh. Wait, how much is that Claw? Is that 400?
Whoa. That is early.
Oh, Jason doing the same thing, buys the Dash, not the Claw. I don't know if that's the right decision.
The Claw has just a little bit more. I'd like to see them get like Geo Rocks and then just go right back up.
Yeah. Jason with the expert knowledge of Geo Rocks, having created a Geo Rock randomizer.
It's 500 for Claw, never mind.
Oh, 500 for Claw? Yikes. That's expensive. I think that's as expensive as possible. Like, I don't think it's possible in the randomizer mod to have something or progression that's more expensive than 500 Geo. But I could be wrong.
I'm trying to think of where you can even get that much Geo this early. Like, Gruz, the night before False Night. Like, I feel like that Claw is really important to get as fast as possible, but
yeah, I'd want to rush that. I mean, yeah, you can get the 2 husks there. SomeDude gonna rush Fungal, it looks like. And Jason following close behind. Yeah, interesting play from them. If they're gonna check Leg Eater, that costs 86 Geo to do. They might be going for the ogres though. That would be an interesting play.
Ogres definitely have a good amount of Geo. I'd like to see them just pop Leg Eater bench and just move on. Yeah, that's what SomeDude's doing. This is definitely interesting routing from both of them. It's interesting to see this much movement this early and have the runners do the exact same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is interesting. I would have liked to see some divergence there. I think it's interesting with something like Claw, that Lore Tablet and Howling Cliffs could have been rushed by either player, but Dash helps you so much with early movements as well. Pretty good from them to rush this. These Shroomal Ogres are a pretty good Geo source. They'll get 90 Geo from this, and then I think they'll only need about, what'll that put them at? 20, 30 more? Something like that? Or no, they need another...
Yeah, they need like another 60.
They need another 50, 60. Yikes, yeah. I don't know.
So I guess I'd like to see them go down to Queens, and then I guess like come back up and do like Gruz. Like, is basically the only thing I can think of, unless they're hoping to find Oh, Jason's
Jason's
coming
gonna
back,
farm this.
respawning the ogre.
I
Oh,
like
that's
that
really
play.
interesting.
He's rushing that claw. This is a pretty
Dude
good
skipping sporks.
enemy to rush or to farm. I mean, yeah, it looks like some dude is doing that. Maybe just grabbing the bench and then coming back for more geo. Jason just needs about 15 more geo now for that claw.
Some dude skipping Queen Station bench and the check is interesting.
Oh, skip the bench too. That's interesting. What's he going for? Is there a goal? Oh, /2 shade gates. He's rushing that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a reasonable play. I definitely still would have got that bench and checked the check, but
Yeah,
if you
definitely.
think that you're being followed, this is definitely reasonable.
Yep.
I like this routing a lot from both of them, actually. Like, this is a really good way of getting geo while making your way towards one of these early static goals.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Jason's making the right play. He knows that by farming that extra ogre and the fact that... Oh, hidden station stacks is interesting. And the fact that some dude hasn't marked it yet, or marked it lore tablet yet, he knows that some dude made the same decision at Zelda as he did.
Mm-hmm.
Shaman Stone's nice, but when you're hurting for geo early, that's not what you wanna have to see for 300.
Yeah. That knowledge will definitely come in handy, but I'm sure some dude won't be that far behind on it.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
some dude's gonna be a
interesting
little
for
bit... I imagine they're probably gonna just trade goals here. I imagine when some dude gets Shade Gates, Jason will be ahead on Claw and get the Lore Tablet and Cliffs.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, I think Claw's pretty strong on this board. He could get Journal above Mantis Village. Honestly, would have been... There's some Geo Rocks on the way to the Bretta bench that might have been a pretty good play as well. Jason choosing to go for this Geo Rock here. One Geo short. All right, there he gets it.
Oh, I was like, is he gonna warp with Lore 99?
I know.
That would have been kind of painful.
Yeah, I'm also surprised he didn't go for the Ogre, but I think he just wanted to show off some of those Geo Rocks he's fairly knowledgeable about. All right, so we'll see Jason with the advantage here with Claw early. We'll see what he decides to do with it. He's got a few options for quick goals.
Yeah, this is a question. Did you see if some dude got Hot Springs bench?
Yes, I believe he did.
Okay, because yeah, you don't actually get Dirtmouth bench until you sit on another bench, and if he skipped everything else, he would actually have no benches right now to warp to, which would be pretty rough. And I don't think it comes up in many seeds, but this is definitely one of them that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I don't think he did grab that, or no, he did grab the Hot Springs bench. I'm pretty sure, and then I think he skipped everything else.
Yeah. Okay, so I think he should have Dirtmouth in that bench then. And that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jason opting for the Lore Tablet and Cliffs. Pretty quick goal. There's, again, the Journal above Mantis Village. That's another very quick goal that he could go for. We might see him start to rush that after this. This gives him access to a lot of other goals on the board. He can get to right side. He can't quite do Shio, needs a bit more for that. He can start on Deep Nest Grubs, all sorts of things. Oh, get the tablet.
Well, I guess he's got Claw. He can go back up, but
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good. He remembered.
a little bit spooky.
I was worried that he forgot for a minute.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll make it 1-1 with the early divergence. Jason gonna warp out and immediately go for this Mantis Village Lore Tablet. It looks like.
Oh, I don't know about this. He's paying Leg Eater. He's gonna see what's here.
Yeah, he might get lucky.
I really
with some
imagine
Geo.
you need that Geo.
Unfortunate. Some dude's gonna have to farm. Maybe it might be worth going to the other shops. You know you're beat to Claw. Farming for 150 Geo at this point is going to be pretty slow. You might hope for some Geo in shops, but we'll see.
Yeah, and luckily the other shops don't actually take Geo to open like Leg Eater does, so there's no like inherent risk of you just like slowly draining yourself out of Geo.
Yeah, I think it's when you see Claw for 500 and you need only about 80 more for that, I think it makes sense to put off the Leg Eater checks. But I think he was wondering how did Jason get the Claw as quick as he did. Maybe he was thinking it might be at Leg Eater.
It's a little bit scary though. Like, not only does Jason have Claw, but both of these goals have so many checks around them
Yep.
That like progression could definitely be around either of those areas.
Well, there's some geo.
Could have used that earlier.
Yep.
See, kind of laughing at him a little.
Yeah. I mean, still hopeful. You know, there's a Shaman Stone at Hidden Station for 300 at the very least, even if nothing else is in shops.
They technically have
Oh,
city
go on.
access with City Crest, which is interesting.
Yeah, they
It's
have
not
vanilla
something-
city access with Dash, Claw, and City Crest. It's kind
Yeah.
of funny.
It's not something that you usually see in races, because usually you either get like a storeroom stag or you like shade skip to right side, but to get to city. But this is the first
Yeah.
time I think I might have actually seen like vanilla city access.
Yeah, but like pure vanilla city access too. I've occasionally seen like C Dash and City Crest, but when you have Claw, Dash, City Crest, it's kind of fun. Of course, I don't expect either runner to actually use that. I would expect them to, if they wanted to go to City, they'd probably do the shade skip. But
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting progression to be at storerooms with this, but I don't know how much that would be me getting baited in by the seed.
yeah, ooh, one grub Dash Master.
That was also Queen's Garden. Oh, one grub King's Brand as well.
Oh,
But
man.
that was Queen's Garden Stag at 15 grubs.
I seem to
Which
recall a white
is a goal.
fragment at. Oh, that's a goal at 15 grubs. Ooh, nice. Okay. I seem to recall a white fragment at Leg Eater, so that one grub King's Brand is looking
Oh,
spicy.
man.
Oh, there's some Geo for some dude.
Nice,
That's really
perfect.
good for him.
Oh, no, don't buy the egg. Buy your claw. Oh, it's a goal though.
I know it's a
Oh.
goal, but like, you need that claw, dude. Oh man.
Yeah,
okay.
that's. Oh,
I mean, it makes sense to do that, but now you're really behind. You need 250 Geo, and unless Sly bails him out, that's going to be tough to get because he doesn't have city access for Lem.
yeah, that's a little bit rough.
There's some rancid eggs, some journals, and a pale ore. I think, yeah, 2 pale ores on this board, as well as 4 rancid eggs. Oh, that's true. Yeah, he does have Stone Sanctuary Bench. Massive Moss charges quite a bit of Geo. That's probably worthwhile.
Yeah, False Knight. These are technically new checks, but oh, I don't know about farming this guy.
Yeah, I mean, if he's doing it on the way to False Knight, then it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, he really
I can't
needs
imagine
that Geo.
resetting this guy over and over though.
Yeah, that would be a pretty slow way to get the Geo. Yeah, it looks like he's just doing it on the way to False Knight, which I
Okay,
think
yeah,
is
that's not
better. Yeah, Jason with a huge advantage here, already having Claw and Dash mastered, not having to farm any more Geo. Has the knowledge of what's at Grubs as well to help him out. Not doing Dash Balders at Balder Shell, you hate to see it.
How tight is that? Are like dash balders like pretty like unreasonable?
Yeah, they're probably the worst form of Balders that are in the hard logic at the moment.
Gotcha.
It's both tight and you also need to dash right before the Balder starts to spit.
Oh, so it's one of like
too
the
bad if
prediction
you-
kind of ones.
Yeah, if you know where to set up, then it's not as bad. But when you don't know where to set up, it can be a pain.
Yeah. So something that chat brought up was potential to actually see the Lifeblood core room without any Lifeblood charms.
Oh, that's what he's doing right now.
Yeah, with Hidden Station, Stag being a thing that they both have, and having Kingsbrand, could definitely just walk some Lifeblood down there, and that's a goal.
Yeah, that's a goal for Jason. So that's pretty big. He can't sit on this bench without losing his lifeblood, which is honestly pretty bad. Oh,
Especially with
he's
the
gonna have to
Dreamer
come
there.
back here.
I guess
Yeah.
Dreamers aren't the biggest thing in Lockout, but
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. I think Jason thinks he's got to rush this goal. What was that? He went by it so fast I couldn't catch.
yeah, I didn't see it either. We'll have to have the real commentators chat tell us.
Yep.
Dash slash.
Oh my gosh, incredible.
So I'm guessing we're never gonna see that that NMG check.
All right, so Love Key at NMG. Did he not get? What's he doing? Oh, just change into the Baby Hornet skin real quick.
Perfect.
Love it.
Also,
Right,
some dude picking up Grimchild at False Knight.
Yeah, that could be big. I don't think there's a Grim Goal on the board. Don't see one, but maybe I'm blind. But finally going for Massive Moss Charger. This is good for him. Meanwhile, Jason's going to enter that Lifeblood Core room, gets his 5th goal. Going to try to get the checks here. He can't get the Sea Dash check, but he can get the other check, the actual Lifeblood Core check. It does require this
pretty tight jumps.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Easy to accidentally put yourself into spikes, but he gets it second try, no problem. Collector's map. Not quite collector, unfortunately. Oh, Brim's Flame is on the board? Yeah, it is. Okay, I am blind. Thank you. So yeah, Grim is big for that. Now that SomeDude has his claw, he can start to catch up a bit to where Jason's at.
Do we know if SomeDude has checked grubs yet? I don't think he has.
I don't think SomeDude has checked grubs. Finding a Lifeblood Charm there immediately after the journey he went through. That's good. All right, looks like Jason's gonna head down to Deep Nest now. Gonna go back for the Sporks check. I guess he skipped that earlier. Or maybe Pomerleigh? Okay, no, he's going up for Sporks. I don't remember how much he checked in Fungal. I think he was also rushing when he went to Queens.
Yeah, I think he definitely has... Oh, that's big.
Yeah, that's half a goal right there.
Yeah.
Oh, are we going to see it? Are we going to see the Vanilla City access from SomeDude
I really
here?
hope he gets rewarded for this. I really hope this is progression. That would be fantastic.
That would be so good. Wings and rafters, maybe?
That'd be cool.
We're going to see incredible. I don't think I've ever seen this in a lockout race where we have Dash Claw and City Crest. I love it.
Without the like I've seen people open City Crest, but that's usually just for the goal.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Yeah, so meanwhile, Jason gonna head down, presumably to Deep Nest from here. I like this. Progress toward 4 Mimics. It's progress toward Deep Nest Grubs, and it's a lot of checks and a lot of grubs, which is, another goal. So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I really, really like the just farming for grubs in general on this board. There's so many things that involve grubs, like that Queen's Garden Stag, and then you're going to be getting grubs anyways for Deep Nest. Yeah, I think this is just a really solid play.
Yep. Yeah, I like this from Jason.
Oh, kill the Mimics while you're here, though.
Jason, no, you got the grub. Mimics are on the board. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think Jason missed that goal on the board. Not currently completable unless he decides to go into Call 2. So understandable to not worry about it just yet, but given that, it's a goal that he'll eventually want to do, coming back here later is going to be irritating.
He stopped for a second there. I'm curious what he stopped for.
Yeah, not sure. He stopped and wasn't paused either, so he just got hit, which is unfortunate. I was trying to see if he messaged us, but I don't see anything. Okay.
Yeah, I quickly checked too. Is that our second white fragment at Lemeg?
Oh, was it? We've got
I don't want to say birthplace egg is progression, but...
We don't yet have progress toward... Oh no, we have a Hidden Station Stag. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Lucas, you may have done it again with the seed. We'll find out. We'll see what Jason's able to find in Deep Nest, but we've got some spicy progression here.
We can
hope for SomeDude. SomeDude he hasn't seen Kingsbrand because he hasn't checked grubs, but he has seen
both the fragments?
Yeah, both white fragments. I think the other was that Leg Eater, which only he has checked so far. Jason, all right there. Wait, did he get the bench?
Oh, I really hope so. or else he's gonna have to go back for the mimics.
Oh, he said I couldn't move. Oh, that's rough.
Oh.
He apparently wasn't able to move, and so that's why he worked. Well, maybe, yeah, he's got one more chance to get the mimics this time, I suppose. That's rough, though. That's a lot of progress lost. He was literally right next to a bench.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if... Did he, like, menu drop? Like, I can't think of what would have caused that.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I'm looking at the second fragment. I guess he doesn't know where Kingsbrand is. I really want this content.
I know, he has enough money for it, too. I think SomeDude's going to rush some of these money goals, which is a good play. I don't remember if he checked Sporgs and found that. I think he didn't, and found the other pale ore, because that could have been his goal right now.
How many 2 eggs already?
Yeah, so that's 3. He just needs 1 more somewhere else. Rancid eggs are unfortunately usually expensive in shops because of the way that progression items are relatively cheaper. Yeah, you see how expensive that rancid egg is.
Oh my goodness.
You could buy a King's Idol and sell it. It's just going to take a while for him to do this, but it's not going to be contested. Oh, hey, Jason remembers the mimics on his way back.
Hey, here we go. A little mimic
All
party
part of the
here.
Plan. Yep. All right, that's good. So that's progress toward 4 mimics. He can do Colo 2 for the 4th, or can find C Dash and do the 1 in Crystal Peaks.
Oh, the sound
Probably going to wait for C Dash, but we'll see.
All right, checking for 1 more egg. Perfect.
All right, so that's 4 rancid eggs for SomeDude. Good on him to get that goal with the earliest city. That is goal number 3 for SomeDude. Jason with a lot of progress towards some of these deep nest goals. Oh boy. There can be a crawler that spawns there. Yikes, Jason. Heal again, please.
Oh, heal, please.
No, just heal. You can heal. Just do it. I mean, there's no enemies that spawn here other than the giant gomes or garpedes, or yeah, garpedes, I guess these are.
Don't you know what I just saw?
Oh my gosh, Jason, you're giving me a heart attack. Oh, what'd you see?
Wraiths at Grimchild.
Oh my gosh.
That's more checks in Abyss.
Oh my gosh, you have to go Abyss. He hasn't seen he hasn't seen Kingsbrand yet. So he needs to go check Grubs first, but that Abyss play is looking strong.
Can you check any of the checks on the right side of Abyss? Like any of the Shade Cloak checks? Or do you need actual Shade Cloak for those?
You can check Shade Cloak itself, but
not
you can't
the
check
egg.
the egg unless you get Void Heart or Shade Cloak.
Gotcha.
Why are the Lifeblood Charms popsicles? I'm guessing that's part of Jason's Baby Hornet skin.
That's their Void Heart at City storerooms.
No.
That's access to that that birthplace egg, or that Shade Cloak egg.
My gosh.
I'm not saying Abyss, but
You're definitely saying
I'm
Abyss.
definitely saying Abyss.
Oh man, Jason accidentally falling down that shortcut there while trying to get the grub. Kind of incredible. Like sometimes you can try for that and miss it. So to see him just find it while he's trying to pogo the spikes is kind of funny. But I think he'll have no problems getting over here pretty soon. Yeah. He can, in principle, do all Grub's Deep Nest with what he has. He would have to go through Dark Deep Nest to do it, which is maybe unlikely, and do a Shade Skip to Nosk to get that grub, but we might see it from Jason if he's feeling ambitious enough. I know Jason likes Dark Deep Nest more than most, so.
Are there any actual grubs in Dark Deep Nest, or is it just to get the one in Beast Den?
There's one in Dark Deep Nest, and then there's also the one in Beast Den.
Gotcha.
The one in Dark Deep Nest isn't too bad, though, because you can hit it through the floor. But you do need to find the platform, and when you only have Claw Dash, it's not super easy to navigate Dark Deep Nest.
So for, like, specifically Tira in chat, we're asking why the seed is cursed. And it's because 1 Grub Kingsbrand and 3 fragments this early, as well as Hidden Station Stag at Dirtmouth Stag, and a Lifeblood Charm this early, and Wraiths. So there's a lot of things pointing towards Abyss, but Abyss just also kind of sounds awful.
Yeah, and so Colette's
it's hard to say.
mentioning in chat that Void Heart isn't considered in logic for getting the arcane egg next to Shade Cloak, which is probably true.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Jason, be careful. But still, there's a lot of in logic checks in Abyss right now. That's not necessarily where the next piece of progression is, but it could be.
Every time that Jason's been on 1 health, I feel like I lose a little bit of my my remaining health, like my remaining life. Oh man.
Yeah, but he's comfortable at 1 health. He hasn't died yet. He's doing just fine.
He's been doing great.
All right, Jason gonna give us the Dark Deepness content. I'm excited for one. I'm getting sniped by that spider. That's pretty unfortunate.
I'd be more excited if I could see what's going on. But
yeah, so this is the Galeon, like the room that you would go through to get to Galeon. It's pretty easy. You just drop down for that room. The next couple of rooms are much harder. So there's a bunch of enemies down here he's gonna try to kill. They can respawn for spiders. This is the room with the one devout that you usually go over if you go. I don't know if you know the normal Dark Deepness or the normal Deepness route, but yeah, he went over that devout there. Now this is the big dark room with the grub in it. So hopefully he'll be able to navigate his way through there. Meanwhile, SomeDude looks like he's making another lemon trip. I don't know if he picked up that simple key ever. Waterways checks are in logic. I forget where it was. I think at Sly, maybe? One of the shops.
yeah.
Ooh, that's rough. Jason hitting some spikes. When you hit spikes in a dark room, it puts you all the way back at the beginning. And he doesn't have Dream Gate to save his progress, so this is going to be... it's going to have to be a pretty long bit of execution from Jason.
Oh, buy the key. Nope. Not yet. And this is going to be the second pale ore for SomeDude. So that will be another goal for him.
Yep. Yeah, pretty good of SomeDude to pick up these money goals while Jason is spending his time going after these deep nest grubs.
Yeah, it's interesting. It wasn't something that was like blatantly obvious from seeing like the city crest and having city access from this side. But it's definitely paying off in the form of some goals. You can see that he was also paying attention to how much these charm notches cost for the 6 charm notches total. Might have to do a little bit of math for that, but...
Yeah, I think he's pretty... Oh, no.
Oh, that's all
Jason had made
through
about 90% of that giant dark room, and unfortunately hit spikes at the very end of it, which again puts him all the way back at the start. Luckily, most of the enemies are dead now, so he'll have an easier time, but there are a lot of spikes. And when you're coming through the second time, those spikes are already opened, as Jason's finding out here. So hopefully he'll be able to make it through. This dark room's a lot easier if you come from the top of it, from Queen's Gardens, or if you come from Distant Village Stag, but coming from the bottom is probably the hardest way to do it.
Yeah, this is rough. Let me try one more time.
Yeah.
I imagine this is still, like, not the worst thing for Jason. He's still got a couple of these deep nest grubs, and he can just work on getting some of the other grubs to get up to that QG goal. So this isn't, like, completely wasted time or anything. But it is, like, kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of extra wasted time. It's unfortunate. I think, like, he's definitely capable of getting this dark room grub and getting the beast den grub. But
what? I don't know if you just saw that moss charger. Some dude hit it, and you know how it usually runs to the edge of the platform and then disappears. It just sat there on the edge of the platform. So some dude just like walked into it because it just sat there, and then rather than like eventually dipping into the floor, it just ran all the way to the other side of the platform. Like it changed its mind.
That's pretty strange. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, I definitely have not.
Yeah, luckily some dude making it out of that without getting killed by that.
Quick slash is a nice charm. Not a goal.
Not too bad. Yeah, looks like Jason has given up on Dark Deep Nest for now and will be heading back up to green path, potentially. Again, pretty unfortunate. He didn't grab that green path bench. Yeah, so it looks like he's coming up here for the lower green path checks. I don't think he ever did any of these, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine he'll be swinging by and grabbing all these grubs as he goes to. Green path is a pretty good area for just quick, clean grubs.
Yep.
SomeDude on 1 HP. Kind of spooky. Both these players kind of playing with fire, which I appreciate, but it's a little bit scary.
Yeah, so far they've been all right. Let's hope they continue it.
Can you just go left from the Moss Knight room?
Yes, you can. You need some kind of movement. If you have dash or wings or claw, you can do that.
Oh my god, I've been walking along the top this whole time. I just didn't know what the room to the left was. I just thought it must be like not a thing.
Very any percent moment there from you, Lucas.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's a nice shortcut if you have movement.
Oh, well, that's why we're here. We're here to learn.
All right, so Jason coming through here doing these lower green path checks. Oh, here's the simple key from SomeDude. So we'll see if he's gonna head down to waterways. I would imagine so. You're right. C dash does not work, but dash, claw, and wings all work.
Trying to look at things that would be really important for them at a boat now. I think the thing that would help them the most right now to find would probably be Lantern. Because that gives them both peaks access and then also the deep nest grubs.
Yeah. Yeah, C dash would be good for Shio and for Mimics as well. And CG1 could be done with yeah, it would give you the Gnostic Grub as well. Yeah, I'd say C dash would be extremely helpful for Jason. With all of that progress. Yeah, I could see Chekisma's tier too. Yeah, actually C dash pretty strong. The more I look at it, the more I think of it.
Yeah, definitely not what I thought of initially, but yeah.
Yeah, QG grubs you could even do with C dash as well, if you're willing to do QGA to get in. Yeah, SomeDude gonna do these waterways checks. Could very well be progression. There's, I think, 4 in logic checks here right now. Yeah, because I don't think Dung Defender... Oh, maybe? Yeah, no, with Wraiths and VS, I think Dung Defender's in logic as well, but that's only an extra check. Probably won't see that.
Oh, Jason on 1 HP again. Terrifying.
This area and 1 HP is just, it goes together well.
I believe that's 5. Yeah, that's 5 charm notches for Jason. And there is 1 charm notch at shops, but I don't think he's anywhere near the amount of geo for it.
Yeah, that charm notch, the one that Leg Eater there was something like 1100 geo. There is some geo at Salubra. I don't think it'll get him there. Yeah, C dash 4th Mimic without color 2. It's definitely.
Yeah. Dive is big. That's peaks access.
Oh yeah, dive is huge.
Yeah, that's definitely a good find from SomeDude. It also opens up a couple more checks here in waterways, but I can't imagine we're gonna be seeing Fluke Marm quite yet.
Yeah, probably. Well, maybe with Wraiths, but it's not in logic yet and easy. So we'll see. Yeah, you need C dash. So Vitor, you could get even without QG stag, just C dash would let him get into QG, but it would be very long and he'd have to do QGA. Oh my gosh, another dive.
Whoa.
Wow, so waterway's stacked.
Yeah, a sudden damage boost. And he has that Grim Child. I guess I don't expect the Grim fight to happen before he has access to that side of Distant Village, but definitely a much easier fight now that he has D-Dark.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's really helpful for some of the boss fights. If you want to do Grim, if you want to do CG1, it's nice to just make that slightly faster. Yeah, it looks like he is going to head to Peaks and probably get CG1 here, which I think is a good play.
Yeah, I like this a lot. There's a lot of grubs in C Peaks as well. So if he is trying to contest that Queen's Gardens goal, I think this is a really, really good play. Lots of good checks in C Peaks. There's a goal there. This is really nice.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's good. I still don't think SomeDude's checked grubs unless I missed it.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it either, but it might just happen to work out nicely.
Yeah.
I hope he does happen to get the grubs as he goes, but he might not.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, and sorry, I meant to mention earlier, somebody said you could check Ismas here with what they have. That's actually not true, because you need either Ismas or C-Dash once you're inside of the Ismas Grove to actually get the Ismas tier check. So they do need one of those two things.
Oh, we're gonna see Pogax here. Oh, never mind. It looked like he was going up for the Pogax, and then quickly thought better of it.
Vanilla C-Dash underplat rewarded. We'll see.
Oh, please. I would be so happy.
Yeah.
They could have...
Oh,
Claude.
Jason going for Watchers. Incredible. Let's go, Jason.
He could have Shaman Stone right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Jason. Oh, okay, you're fine. Jason giving me an absolute heart attack with all of that.
Oh, man. He's just going back up with 2 health. Yeah, it's fine.
He's fine. He's fine. Oh, he's fine.
Oh, please don't get sniped.
Oh man, yeah. Sometimes there's one that throws a spear there, and sometimes it can snipe you.
I've gotten absolutely sniped by that spear a couple times.
Yep. I think we can all relate.
Yeah, it's interesting. Both of these players taking like paths that are on the any percent route, they could have Shaman Stone VS at this point.
Yeah.
Jason could have went and grabbed that Shaman Stone in the station, and this would be on any percent watchers.
That would have been so nice, but Jason just absolutely baiting me, going up to the upper part of that tract just to go right past watchers instead of doing it. Oh man.
There's another arcane egg there for some dude.
Oh, I see. I see, Quack. Intended Isma's Grove with the spike tunnel skip in. No, I still don't think they can get past that bit, though. I think you still need C-Dash.
They do have, like, Sharp Shadow Dash Master. I don't know how much, like, if that helps at all, but maybe they can do something really, really cursed, but I can't imagine.
If they had wings, then maybe. Yeah, C-Dash Ismas or wings, I think. Could all do it, but I think they do need one of those things. Air stall, Sharp Shadow, maybe, but I think like the problem accurate I think is you need to grab the left side of the wall and you need to go under. So I think you need wings to get there. I don't think you could reach the right wall. Like that's really far. I don't know. We'll see.
I can't imagine we'll see it. Oh, here we go. There's the white fragment for Jason. He's got the King's Brand. He knows where the other one is.
Knowledge. Yep. Are we gonna see the Abyss play from Jason?
He doesn't have race though.
Some dude found dive, which was pretty good progression, but oh, I never updated the tracker for some dude. He's at 5 goals after CG1, but so far hasn't really found much other than that. So we'll see.
Oh, Jason's at 6. Perfect. I'm caught up.
Wait, is Jason at 6?
Yep. With the charm notches. I'm counting 6.
Oh, he's about to. Okay, you're spoiling the board there, Locus. He's,
sorry. Did that the first race too.
No worries. Yeah, the runners are on a slight delay, so Jason had marked that. I think he barely sniped some dude on that, actually. Wow. Yeah, it's a nice job from Jason to snipe that. SomeDude deciding to get the money and go for that goal after doing CG1, but just didn't quite get there in time. And just by a second, too. Alright, so SomeDude gonna continue in waterways here. I guess he never did this check, which is the egg right next to the bench. It's a pretty quick check. Might see a fluke marm? A Queen Station stag. Unfortunately not the right... Yeah.
It's always the wrong one.
Yeah, whichever one's on the board, you always find the other one.
Yeah.
All
There
right.
are some other goals that are still available to them. Like Pale Lurker is technically available if they shade skip to right side with Claw Dash and then just went up and checked all of Kingdom's Edge, but it's a pretty long check for that goal.
Yeah, not a lot of Kingdom's Edge goals, which is a bit unusual. There's lots of Kingdom's Edge goals in the pool, but honestly, so it's in logic because they have Hidden Station Stag, and they could, with Claw Dash, come all the way up to City the way that Jason did, and get right side that way. Looks like SomeDude is coming here to the fountain. I'm not sure why. I don't think this is open, right? Yeah, he never opens. Oh, can you lever skip this?
Oh, he doesn't have Dash Slash.
He has Cyclone.
I'd like to see him try Cyclone just for my own sake, but
Right.
I actually don't imagine that'll work.
You can't lever skip it, apparently. Okay. Well, in any case, he can get there in a number of ways, including via the Shade Skip, including via Hidden Station. Looks like he's a bit indecisive about what to do now. Jason's finally getting to Slubra.
SomeDude did check his Randomat mod, so I'm guessing he saw the checks over there that were available, and he's having trouble figuring out how he's actually supposed to, in logic, get over there.
Right, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the logic can be a bit hard to decipher when something like right side's in logic, but your intended path is Hidden Station Stag to climb up through Basin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Quack. I think it would make sense for SomeDude to rush White Palace to get Dash Slash to see if he could lever skip to right side. That seems like a good way to spend his time.
Simply materialize 3 Dream Nails and all your other movement. I agree.
Yeah, I think with C-Dash as well, Tira. I'm not sure. There's a way to get over the top of it if you go up the left wall, but I think you have to C-Dash over. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never really tried it because it's easy enough to get to right side in Rando. Yeah. But, yeah. Alright, SomeDude picking up his Shaman, which, with all the spells he's got, is pretty nice.
Yeah, like... pretty much all the bosses in the game are like somewhat trivialized with Shaman Stone D-Dark.
Yeah. Oh, and there's Lantern at Resting Grounds? Is that Resting Grounds he's at? I think so.
That's Resting Grounds. That's a
That's
big
real
deal.
That may prompt him to go do Deep Nest Scrubs and really snipe Jason on that goal.
Yeah. That could also be a short trip from Deep Nest into Distant Village. He's got the Grimchild for that. He could lock down that goal too.
Yeah, he could kill Grim, go down there, get the grubs and Brum Slam on the way. That'd be pretty strong. We'll see if Jason... Where was Resting Ground Stag?
I completely missed it.
Yeah, probably in Sea Peak somewhere. Jason's setting up the Nosk Shade Skip, it looks like.
QOL, like, dunking into spikes over and over. It looks so funny.
Yeah, if you inventory drop into spikes, you can gain early control, which is what Jason was making use of there to dunk into spikes repeatedly. Somebody just loaded with damage here.
Oh my goodness. Shriek Shaman as well.
Alright, a clean Shade Skip from Jason. Well done to get over to Nosk. He's presumably just here for the grub. Yep. So it looks like Jason is rushing 15 grubs, and he's very close to it. Fluke Marm now in logic, that's true. Yep. Yeah, some dude just loaded with spells. Gonna check Flower Quest here, giving us the content we deserve. For a second, I thought he was going to just get the bench and warp.
The commentator's curse.
All right, what is it?
See.
Just a King's Idol. Unfortunate.
Right. Won't be seeing it. Right,
yeah, unfortunately, we didn't see the Nos skip with just Claw Dash without the Shade skip. That is possible. Requires some kind of finicky wall jumps. Did Jason not grab the King Station bench?
Good question.
Interesting. He's grabbing this grub. Oh, and then he's heading back. Okay. Okay, that's fair.
That's reasonable. I really hope that... Oh, that's a goal for some dude.
Ooh, nice. All right, that'll bring it to 6-6. Yeah, and some dude with an advantage on movement for sure. With all these spells and Lantern, definitely has the upper hand here. However, Jason is at 14 grubs, which is only one away from QG stag, which is both a goal and huge progress toward QG grubs, and also talk to Mask Maker, and also easier access to grubs and deep nests. So there's a lot of good stuff going on for Jason soon. Yeah,
I think I'd like to see some dude start like aiming for some of the goals here rather than continuing to make progression down to King Station. He has things that he has access to now that I think he should be going for as fast as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see the Deep Nest Grub snipe from some dude. Deep Nest very strong with Brum's Flame, Deep Nest Grubs, 4 Mimics, Talk to Mask Maker, all on the board. And all unmarked right now. So I'd like to see that from some dude, but he's going to do some city cleanup before doing anything else, it looks like.
I can't imagine Jason finds a resting grounds stag. Like, I can't imagine that he goes all the way up to Sea Peaks to find that, but like, I think it's very reasonable that he does eventually go over to resting grounds. And I'm afraid that as soon as he gets that lantern, those goals might get taken from some dude.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jason go for Dark Deep Nest from the top. It's, again, a lot easier than doing it from the bottom, and if he was willing to try from the bottom, I'd imagine he's willing to try from the top. Yeah, he can't do all the QG grubs, but this is good progress toward QG grubs. All right, that's 7 goals with Ride the QG Stag. So very close race here between the two. We'll see what SomeDude decides to do, because he could easily snipe a couple of these goals. Again, I think SomeDude's the only one that's found Grimchild so far. Oh boy, oh boy.
D-Dark. Yeah,
all right,
I love it.
Fine the whole time.
Ooh, that's big.
That's big, yeah. That is much easier. Well, actually, no, it just makes it possible for him to check his Mystere. He would still need to do the right side spike tunnel, which is pretty difficult. So I don't know if we'll see that from some dude, but that is definitely
the climb up to Pale Lurker a little bit less painful. And I'm not 100% sure whether that gives him Teacher's Archives lore tablets.
He could have. No, he couldn't have done that. Yeah, that does give him Teacher's Archive lore tablets. So yeah, that's a lot of good. That does a lot of good for some dude. Also QG access. He's not getting that 15 grub QG stag anytime soon, but I imagine that won't be relevant with Jason probably taking those goals.
So yeah, a lot of things on the board that could be done for some dude. I'd love to see him start rushing some of these goals.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see. It looks like he's going to use that Isthmus tier to get into Fog Canyon. Seems to be the play right now. I like that. There's going to be new checks, and it could be progress toward the Umu goal. Unfortunate for Jason, taking a rough death in that arena there. That is a tough arena, and Jason, unlike some dude, only has VS and does not have Shaman Stone. He did see where Shaman Stone was, but never went back to buy it.
Yeah, like, this is Shaman Stone down and 4 spell levels down. Like,
yep,
it's a lot of damage that he's missing out on.
Yeah, big difference in damage between these two. Basically, all of the spells were dive locked, and in crypts in waterways where dive was. So yeah, we'll see if Jason ever follows some dude down there. Oh boy, careful, some dude. All right, he's gonna stop and heal. He'll be fine.
I never do this check just because I'm terrified.
Yeah, with dive, it's not the worst thing in the world, because you can dive, as SomeDude did through that area. Got you baited by the world sense. Unfortunately, not a useful item on this board in particular.
I really appreciate when you get hit by like a whole bunch of explosions and you just stand still for a second afterwards. So you're just like, I don't want to move. I don't want to trigger anything else. You just stand still and process.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You've already got hit too many times. You don't want to risk any more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to see Umu maybe from SomeDude here. Again, there's probably more synergistic goals that he could go for in Deep Nest, but at least this would be a good goal rush that he has access to. And it looks like that's what he's going to go for. He has a ton of damage, so this won't be too bad.
I know there's I believe a setup for a 1 cycle with Shaman Stone Shriek. I don't really know how to do it, and I'm not sure if SomeDude does either, but definitely going to be less painful than a lot of Umus I've seen in in Lockout races.
Yeah, I'm very recently reminded of my round 5 race where I had Wraiths and no Shaman Umu, and it was not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
That's still not the worst Umu fights possible, but yeah, it's not great. With Shriek Shaman, I think Umu dies in like 3 Shrieks. So if you just get Umu in the top and have full soul, you're good to go. Unfortunately, SomeDude does not have full soul here, so we might see a bit of a longer fight.
I was about to say, like, oh man, like, why isn't he dream nailing? And that's my any percent brain going again.
Oh, I completely forgot he doesn't have Dream Nail too. I was also confused as to why he wasn't Dream Nailing. Oh, that makes this fight a lot rougher because he's not going to be able to gather soul in between damage phases, which means he has to get nail hits in. And current patch Umu, it's pretty hard to get nail hits in these damage phases.
There's our friend Maskmaker.
Yep. So that's another goal for Jason, and it looks like he is going to try to come down from the top. This is much easier than coming from the bottom because you can just fall instead of having to climb up through Deep Nest. And yeah, having a little bit of fun with that spider. All right, he makes it back. So this room that he's in now is the same room he was in earlier, the big giant dark room. Only now he's at the top of it, so he doesn't have to climb up. And this is saving a lot of time. He's about to get this grub here. There he goes. SomeDude, don't die.
Yeah, this is a little bit spooky.
Yeah, Jason's in a bit of trouble here too. There's a Devout to his right and Weaver's Den, which is where he's gonna try to go next, I think. But he has to get past this Devout.
Oh, and Shriek not quite doing it.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Both runners on 1 HP at the same time.
Oh man, okay. He's all right
for now.
Okay, some
spiders in there.
Yeah.
These checks aren't trivial to get.
No, they are not.
SomeDude also still hanging around on 1 HP.
Oh, that's rough. Umu's damage phase ended right before the Shriek. Oh no, Jason.
Oh!
These runners are giving us absolute heart attacks today.
Oh my god, he got hard fallen. The last one spawned right above him.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Finishes it with the nail hit. Gets the 1 heal. Quick slash pogos.
Yeah.
Holy.
Oh man, this is just very tense from both our runners here.
It takes the damage boost to get out when he's on 2 HP.
Bold move from Jason. He found Shopkeeper's Key here, which is pretty useful. That's a lot of extra checks. Oh my gosh, Jason, man. You're giving me an absolute heart attack with everything you're doing. But he did make it through Weaver's Den. Oh no, he did not mean to fall there. Okay, so this is going to put him back at Weaver's Den. All right, it's still easier than coming from the bottom. So yeah. we'll hopefully see Jason get through here and get that last grub in Beast Den.
I really hope that both these guys are prepared to pay for my therapy after this one.
All right, Jason decides, no, enough is enough. I'm warping out. If Jason got the toll bench in QG, he could pretty easily come back from QG, and then from there, it's really easy to get to Beast Den. You just have to go left, basically. Ooh, is some dude doing the spike tunnel?
That's another goal.
Oh, with the Wraith's air stall. Oh, that was a goal for Jason at... oh, yeah, that was. I was missing that off the content we've got coming from SomeDude here. This is the hardest way to do the spike tunnel, in my opinion. Yeah, unfortunately, it takes death there.
If only he knew about the one grub dash master. That might help out.
Really missing out from not checking grubs. Oh, yep, Jason going to come back into QG. He is determined to do Dark Deep Nest, and I believe that he will get it this time.
Also, yeah, I don't know if you saw, but that Shopkeeper's Key was a goal. Heavy blow is there. So that brings Jason to 9.
Yeah, that's really big for Jason, because once he gets this this Deep Nest grubs goal, he will be at 10, and then he basically just needs like C dash would probably allow him to finish, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it starts to get pretty tense. SomeDude will do well to grab this check his missed tier goal before Jason can find that kind of progress. And again, SomeDude. So once Jason does this, then the lantern advantage, it stops being an advantage basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason is through that dark room. He's now in the very last room that's dark in Deep Nest. This is the room before Beast Den. It's a lot more straightforward than the previous room. He just needs to get up this wall here, go through a breakable floor, and then down and left, and just not fall into the very final spikes. Yep, and he's through. Nicely done from Jason.
Now, which piece of progression do you think is locked in Abyss? Do you think it's Dreamnail, or do you think it's C-Dash?
Why not both?
Oh, wait, well, it could be, yeah.
C-Dash at Birthplace Egg. Lifeblood Core Egg is going to be... Oh, what the heck is going on with that Geo? Lifeblood Core Egg is going to be the Shade Cloak to put Void Heart in Logic, which will have the Dreamnail. Oh, dang it. You need Dreamnail for Void Heart. I'm disappointed.
I think that might be where the last couple pieces of the puzzle are hiding.
Shade Cloak to put Trader Lord in Logic. There you go, Conrad. Dreamnail and Trader Lord. Wait, what is Jason doing now? Did he fall in Distant Village?
Yeah, this looks kind of like Midwife's room.
Oh no, he fell in Distant Village. Ooh, man, that's rough. Okay, so now he has to go back through the dark to climb back up. Oh, rough. All right.
Okay, 4 HP.
It's a good amount of HP, just gotta avoid this Oh, no, not the spikes. Oh, that's rough. Gosh, Dark Deep Nest is just not treating Jason well today.
Yeah, for his own sanity, I hope he doesn't go back to Resting Grounds and find that lantern.
Yeah, at this point, I hope he never checks Resting Grounds.
And I might just, like, gentleman's agreement to not tell him about the lantern at Resting Grounds at this point.
Oh, man. The worst for Jason would be if some dude was working toward this goal and was going to snipe him as he was having some of these troubles. But luckily for Jason, it seems that some dude is going to try to get this as his tier check instead.
Akkard is making a good point in chat here that we're 57 minutes into the race and Pale Lurker is still alive.
That is true.
That's a much more reasonable goal to go for than this spike tunnel. And it also gets you a lot more checks.
Yeah, this spike tunnel is very difficult with Wraiths, as some dude is demonstrating here. And if you go to Kingdom's Edge, you can do all the checks up there and then work toward Pale Lurker with Shriek and D-Dark and Shaman. It's really not that bad.
Oh, I was really hoping that he was warping back to Kings to start making his way up Kingdom's Edge, but it looks like he's just getting some soul and going down and trying again.
Yeah. Yeah, with Wraiths, this is the hardest way to do this skip. You have to switch from the up spell input to a down pogo pretty quickly, and the timing is pretty tight on the spike tunnel, as you might imagine.
Is VS easier, or can you even do it with VS?
You can do it with VS. VS is definitely easier, at least in my opinion. All right, so Jason, being smart here, he's in that final room again, but yeah, since he's already been through here once, those spikes were already opened. So he was a lot more careful with it. Sorry, I'm not sure if that's audible, but somebody's banging on a wall next to me. Sorry about that.
Solid.
All right, but Jason makes it back through Dark Deep Nest and is gonna head into Beast Den finally. Almost certainly gonna grab this goal.
Oh, right, this is the last grub. I was like, wait, is there a goal in Beast Den? Last grub. Yep, that makes sense.
Yep, yeah, he has to go through here, and it's still a bit annoying. He has to go through the lower path. Oh, he switched to VS.
Yeah,
right.
There were 3 attempts there that, like, I think he must have just been holding too far forward on the pogo because he was getting forward swings rather than pogos.
That makes sense. It's also a bit rough because he has dive, so if he's holding down, he might accidentally dive instead of using VS.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, it looks like SomeDude is going to give it up for now and go back to doing some checks. Again, Pale Lurker, very doable. I'd like to see that. Clearly the best play is to go into Abyss and follow the progression chain that will undoubtedly end at Trader Lord.
And, like, yeah, Brum's Flame is available too. You might have to take a little bit of a trip for it, but, like, I think when your opponent's at 9, like, you've got to start just thinking about locking them out as much as possible just to buy yourself as much time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when you're down too late and you have access to goals, I think it just makes sense to try to go for them. And this might be what SomeDude's doing. He might be heading to Deep Nest finally.
The timer cropped in a way that we have now looped back to the start of the race.
Yeah, race just getting started here. Only 53 seconds in, and let me tell you, it's been some content. We've had all of Dark Deep Nest done about 3 times from Jason. We had some spike tunnels from SomeDude. All real
Round 5, these racers don't screw around anymore. They get this stuff done real quick. Oh, 1 HP again from Jason. Why does he do this to himself?
Jason just loves living at 1 HP, and you know what? He has been living for the most part here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the
Wings!
Oh my god, dude.
That's Shio. That's Mimics.
Oh
Pale
my
Lurker
god.
would be the end.
Yeah, Wings is huge.
Can you do QG Crubs
Mimics?
without...
No. He can't get Mimics without C-Dash still.
Oh,
unless
right.
he
Sorry, I
does
thought he
Call
had
of Duty.
C-Dash.
Yeah.
But Call of 2, like, isn't actually that far out of... Oh, I guess he still has nail 0 VS. I guess if he had SomeDude's damage, it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, I think Call of 2 for SomeDude makes sense. Call of 2 for Jason is a bit rough.
Like, if you get to
from
12, like... I think, like, even if it's a really slow Call of 2, you might just, like, do it. Just because I don't think, like, yeah, if you can just finish the race, I think you should. But with this little damage, it's definitely terrifying.
Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, Jason would realistically probably go grab Nail 2 or maybe Nail 3. I don't remember how much payload he has. Yeah, and that Shaman Stone. And then, yeah, you know, you go in, do half of Call of 2 to get to the Mimic. It's not terrible. All right, SomeDude finally going Kingdom's Edge. He might be able to grab this Pale Lurker goal. He might be able to, well, I guess not do the Mimics if he's not... Oh, Dream Nail. Dream Nail's...
Oh, that's...
On this board, it's not as big, but still...
Well, Revik?
Harry Revik.
Yeah.
Pretty useful.
If he can... Oh, he's warping out. I was going to say, if he can get up to Pale Lurker right now, like, I think the play there is to continue and get Pale Lurker off the board as fast as possible so that you can just prevent Jason from doing that check on his way up to Pale Lurker.
Yeah. No, I think that would make a lot of sense. If you can stop Jason from ever going Kingdom's Edge and keep that Dream Nail to yourself, it could be really big. But SomeDude is... he went back to Resting Grounds, presumably to get this Revek goal. but has to go through the Dreamnail cutscene first.
Yeah, this might be rough because we might see Jason just take away that Pale Lurker goal, or he's giving us Abyss content.
Jason rocking right over that Shaman Stone. I think he's forgotten that it exists there. Oh, more back grip, Shaman. Where are you going?
He's remembering Lurker. He has to be.
Is this Lurker? Are we getting Lurker? Maybe. Oh, this might be. This is a rough fight for Jason. Base VS nail 0. At least he has Dash Master to keep up with Lurker a bit, but
that Shaman Stone would have helped.
Yeah, that Shaman Stone would be real nice right about now.
Also, him finding this Dreamnail here means he might take the time to go check Essence. Oh, Distant Village Stag at Essence.
God, it was like 200. Jason's gonna get 200 Essence for the Revet goal and go see Distant Village Stag.
Oh my god. And he's gonna see Lantern and Distant Village Stag at Resting Grounds handed to him.
I'm sorry, Jason. It didn't have to be like this. Man.
Yeah, I think if SomeDude like held that Dreamnail, there's a very like real chance of a comeback. You get Revik, you get Pale Lurker. That Distant Village Stag makes Brum's Flame like super reasonable. And then suddenly the goals that Jason has left aren't that appealing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that would have been a good play. I don't know, realistically, if there was enough time for SomeDude to get all the way to Pale Lurker in the time that Jason went to go grab that Dreamnail, but still, Jason could still get this Pale Lurker goal, and this Revit goal, depending. SomeDude making some pretty good progress here, but SomeDude with a huge damage advantage. We saw it on 0, and we're going to see it again on Gorb, where he has Shriek Shaman, and Jason has base VS.
Yeah, and that Isma's is definitely going to make his climb up to Lurker a lot less painful, so he might be able to take this Revit goal and then immediately just beat Jason to Pale Lurker.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. SomeDude without wings will have a bit slower of a time in the big room, but Isma's cuts out so much of the trip that I think he'll be fine.
This is shaping up to be a pretty close race. I am very pleased with this.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Jason with the advantage here with the goal lead, but SomeDude has enough damage that like a lot of these goals are going to be a lot easier for him to do.
Yeah, it's something that's hard to balance in Lockout, is knowing when to take time away from goals and checks to actually like move forward with damage. Like when it's important to just like kind of bite the bullet and get nail upgrades, or like keeping track of upgrades that cost Geo that you were kind of like not looking for earlier. So it's interesting to kind of balance that with saving time. Oh, SomeDude going for the Grim fight right now. He got the 200 Essence and he's not going for Spirit's Glade. That's really rough.
Oh, that's rough. So he got the 200 Essence for Distant Village Stag to get Brum's Flame, but he didn't get Revek first, and that means Jason will almost certainly be able to snipe this. Jason, just don't check the Stag. It's okay. You don't need to check it.
Avert your eyes, Jason, please.
Just skip. Nope. Oh, yeah, that wasn't necessary, buddy.
Yeah, the upswings.
Oh, man. Okay, so Jason gonna get this 200 Essence by get his Distant Village Stag and get his Prairie Revek, hopefully at least.
Has he? I can't remember. Has he looked at the Essence yet?
Yeah, he saw Distant Village already. Yeah. Oh man, I feel for him. That's rough. All right, so SomeDude gonna make probably pretty quick work of Grim here. Jason will likely get this Revek goal if he goes for it. It's a bit unfortunate to see SomeDude just kind of skip that.
Yeah. it is a little bit hard to tell as a runner what your opponent has access to. He might think that Jason has access to this Grim fight and thinks that it's one of the things he's got to lock him out of.
Right, yeah.
Pretty hard to know what your opponent has on a board like this, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that Jason has been to Deep Nest because he got all the Deep Nest grubs, so, you know, maybe he thinks, well, he's already got the advantage there. As soon as he gets Grim, which was, you know, at False Night, he can easily get that goal. So maybe it makes sense for him to rush it, but like Pale Lurker is clearly accessible to both. You got to figure that Revek is accessible to your opponent at this point. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
Yep, so Jason is going to go for this. And then if this is number 12 for Jason, then he rushes Pale Lurker while SomeDude's doing Brum's Flame. It could be GG. So we'll have to hope that SomeDude is quick enough to get through this and still maybe get Lurker. Take that Lurker goal with the damage advantage, but we'll see.
I think is like you finish this fight, and if you see Jason mark the 12th goal, you rush Lurker. Like, I don't think you have another choice. You know that he has Lurker access. You don't know that he has Brum's Flame access. You don't know whether he has Grimchild or not. I think you have to lock out the goal you know he has access to.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, please live. Please
careful. Both runners giving us pretty sizable heart attacks at just about all times.
All time.
Jason got down to 1 HP on both Zero and Gorb, and then finished out the fights. SomeDude here at 1 HP against Grim.
Oh, thank goodness that he used that soul to heal.
Yeah, trying to alleviate our concerns a little bit.
I like Jason equipping all of these Lifeblood charms.
Yep.
Definitely gonna help out.
Jason trying to multitask and do this check while parrying Revek. Not an easy thing to do. Oh, sorry. But, gets Great Slash. Now he just needs to do White Palace.
And there's 3 parries.
Nicely done from Jason. So that is 12 goals for him. If he rushes Lurker, he could definitely take this right now.
Where is he walking to?
That's a good question.
Is he just like parrying Revik for shade?
Oh my gosh.
Wings at
wow. Wings at Grim.
Whoa.
Oh man. Okay, so if you're SomeDude, what do? You gotta rush Lurker, I think. But
you have to go Lurker. There's nothing for you at Resting Grounds. Oh, I guess he wants the Distant Village Stag. You have to go there though.
Yeah, he's gonna be too slow on this. Jason doesn't have like any damage, but if SomeDude takes the time to go to Distant Village, then I just don't think there's a chance that he can catch up.
Like maybe you pick up the Stag and then go Lurker.
Unless Jason just randomly warps out of Kingdom's Edge to go do something else.
What does he have access to?
I think he can do check.
Oh.
No. Oh, no. You can't do this. You need Sharp Shadow.
Sharp Shadow is available. But
he doesn't have
Shade Cloak. Yeah.
Well, Shade Cloak was 18 grubs, which he has. Jason has
the play here might actually for Jason be go up to Kingdom's Edge. If you get sniped on Lurker, just start working on Call 2 for the last Mimic.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, this
Shade Cloak is at grubs.
Yeah, it was at 18 grubs, and he has enough, so he would need to pick that up. But then he could do the Shade Cloak Sharp Shadow skip to the upper QG grub. It's not easy, but it's also not the most difficult thing in the world. And I think Jason has probably done it before.
Yeah, he must if he's going for it the way he is. But he's not going to pick up that Shade Cloak quite yet.
Yeah, that's a bit surprising. Maybe going for these checks.
But this is definitely something that's less likely to get sniped. So if he does have a path to get to it, I definitely think that's a decent idea. I know very little about the QG Grubs goal, so I'm not sure 100% what that path looks like.
Yeah, so to get to it, you need either C dash or Sharp Shadow or Spell Twister, I think.
He has Spell Twister on.
Oh, that's true. But Spell Twister is the hardest version of that, where you have to do, I think, 4 turnarounds. Maybe you only need a couple of the turnarounds, but yeah. Looks like Jason has changed his mind and is going to go Kingdom's Edge, but now it's going to be too late.
Yep.
Could go for
Some
the
dude
minute,
already at the top
like
of this
you mentioned
climb.
earlier.
Yeah, still not doing that hot on damage, but like it might be okay to take it a decent amount of time on that that mimic goal, just because like you don't think some dude's gonna go for the. Oh no!
Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's really rough. He didn't get a bench. Oh no.
Now,
Oh
do
my
we
gosh,
think Jason
now I
has
don't know.
too little damage to get Lurker before some dude makes it back
Some
up
dude
there?
also has Ismas, so he gets to jump right to the upper half. Honestly, they might be in the same room in a second. Jason skipping the Hornet 2 bench. Oh man. So Jason is going to get to Lurker first, but some dude could
Has
easily take it
damage
with all that
advantage.
damage. Yeah.
Oh,
This suddenly became
tight.
extremely close. On a goal both of them have put off for about 30 minutes or more. It's funny to see it
Definitely
come down to
more.
the wire like this.
Oh man, it's one of those goals that like I feel like you get access to pretty early usually, but like it's not nice access. It's
Right,
pretty
yeah.
painful.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see neither of them bite the bullet for this long. 20 goals in.
Oh man. So Jason
Oh,
just
Jason
barely ahead of some
goodness.
dude and gonna do this check.
Defender's
Does
crest.
some dude skip it? He already got it.
1
So he's
HP.
going.
No, yeah, some dude didn't actually do that check on the way, but it doesn't matter
okay.
for him.
So some dude actually gonna get to Lurker first. Almost certainly gonna get this goal. Goal they both put off for about an hour and 15 minutes. That's true. Honestly, with Dash Claw at Izelda, like
Yeah, it's been a long time.
they could have done
Look
this
at
whole
Hollow 1.
incredible.
Oh my god, that's collector.
Oh,
Wow.
man. And the C dashes will be, NMG and and
gotta be
the
Abyss.
Abyss C dash locked check. Yeah.
Oh my god, I need to make seats for every single race. Somehow they're always so awful.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, no, I think like this is a pretty reasonable place for Jason to go for Lurker. Like with what he knows, there's no way he knows where like some dude is. Some dude hasn't marked something in a very long time. Ooh.
Yeah, sorry about the volume there. Everybody.
I forgot about it. Definitely jump scared me.
Oh man. Yeah. So, okay. So some dude again has a huge damage advantage with Shaman Stone, D Dark, and Abyss Shriek. Jason has VS and Spell Twister on, so he's not that that hurting for damage, but yeah, we'll
And
see.
the fight's definitely going cleaner for Jason already. I feel like he's already put more damage in, but
Yeah, Dash
D-Dark.
Master helps a lot here, honestly. I think more
and
than
some
you might
dude's on
expect.
1 HP.
Ooh,
Oh, they're
and
both on
Jason's
1 HP. Why is this the theme of the race?
Yeah, if there has been a theme to this race, it is 1 HP.
Oh, some dude, mark it.
somebody gets it.
Oh. Okay, so he gets it.
Okay, so now does Jason warp out? If I'm Jason, I warp out, and I do color.
You have to.
Or,
Or call a 1.
get my Sharp Shadow and do the QB grub or something.
Yeah, you have a lot of options now. Oh! I wouldn't die here. It's
Oh, he
not worth
noticed.
it.
He noticed.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. He
I know
warped
that Jason has Bingo Sync on his phone when he plays usually, so he might not have been, able to see it that quickly. So
Some
he
dude
did
fighting,
put down.
fighting this Husk Knight. I. Oh, he's getting more soul. He wants to go down and he wants to do the Isma skip.
Okay.
So he's just getting soul. He's not trying to kill this guy. They're friends. He's just using him for his soul.
Yeah.
It's not a huge deal.
Right. Yeah, it's fine. Totally what friends do. Jason has probably forgotten about the Shade Cloak at Grubs at this point. Although he still has 19 Grubs, so I don't know. Maybe he hasn't. But he's going back to check Hera through this Devout, which would be a lot faster if he grabbed that Shade Cloak first.
Clean. SomeDude got it.
Nice. Let's go,
This is
SomeDude.
going to be another goal for SomeDude, but it's not one of the ones that Jason was trying to contest. So
yeah. So this is still very helpful for SomeDude. Okay, but I just want to point out that the thing that he did with wings there, you saw what the wings can get you to the left wall, but to get to the right wall, it's way further. So I'm not sure that you can do that skip without wings, even with, you know, a million air stalls and sharp shadow and all sorts of fancy stuff. All right, but that's big for SomeDude. Gets you the 10th goal. Makes this race pretty close, and now Jason's going to head up and try for this grub, it looks like. If you get Shade Cloak, you can do it with Sharp Shadow, Jason. I think he's forgotten.
The other two goals are both, like, I guess right now, Colo locked. Like, at some point, you might just have to say, like, hey, let's just do Colos. Let's go get a whole bunch of damage and let's do Colos.
Yep. SomeDude, at least with that knowledge. I don't remember if Jason checked Colos.
Yeah, with that much damage, I feel like you just have to go for it.
Yeah.
I guess whoever wins this race is going to get that Mimic's goal. Wait, does that make sense? No, it doesn't. No, never mind. That point doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I think it's... What's he doing? Oh, he's opening this path to get back here easier. That's reasonable.
Oh, no, the point I was trying to make was whoever wins this race is like needs to get the QG grub goal. So if SomeDude needs something else for that, it might actually be more beneficial for him to go look for that. Or I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. Decision making on this play is really, really tough.
Yeah, I think to do this skip that Jason's attempting, you need probably 4 turnarounds. If you have Sharp Shadow, it's not nearly as bad. But he was trying to do 4 VSs in a row, which doesn't give you enough horizontal distance to do it, unfortunately. I think he knows it's possible, maybe doesn't realize that Sharp Shadow will help a lot.
Is I'm guessing because if you do them like with the turnarounds, you're resetting your fall speed and you're also getting a little bit more distance.
Yeah, exactly. So you have like quite a bit of horizontal distance to cover, and you have quite a bit of vertical room to work with. So what you want to do is space your 4 VSs out so that they're about equally spaced from the apex to where you want to land, and then go as far left in between as possible.
So I'm guessing SomeDude is just looking for some way to do this QG grub goal. Or some way to get Mimics. If you find C-Dash at this point, you get Mimics and you get that QG grub goal. And that feels really, really good right now.
Yep.
So I'm guessing that's what he's looking for right now, so he doesn't have to do Colo 2 and Colo 1 to finish. But
yeah, so a reminder that SomeDude doesn't have easy QG access. So that QG grubs goal will take quite a while for him, even if he gets C-Dash. But he has an advantage if he gets C-Dash, I think, because he has the damage for Colo 1 for Collector. Jason getting nail upgrades, though, he might just be going for Colo 2.
yeah, I like this play a lot from Jason. I actually think you should go for Colo 1. Because if SomeDude wants to win the race, he has to do Colo 1 at some point. And, like, I think it's pretty reasonable to think that, like, he's not doing it.
Yeah, that's fair. I could see either Colo as the way to go. Most people don't think about the Mimic in Colo 2 as an option for the Mimic's goal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, SomeDude. Oh, he's fine. He's fine. He's absolutely fine. All right, man. Jason is going to go for Colo.
The hopper. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, oh my goodness! I'm sorry. That was terrifying.
I will admit, I was looking away
God.
from that. I thought, oh, he's fine. He could just hit this hopper a few times. Oh god, it's C dash. Oh my god, he's gonna
Which
get
Colo did
sniped.
you pick? Is this Colo 1? This is Colo 1.
It's Colo 1, not Colo 2.
Looks like Colo 1.
Oh my god, dude. I think
So
it
this
is
is
Colo
a
1.
play by Jason if this is Colo 1.
Yeah, good play by Jason. I like it. Oh my god, dude. The timing on this. If he had entered Colo 2 and then gotten sniped on the mimics like halfway through, that would hurt.
Nail 2 vs Colo 1. He should be fine. There is like room for error here, but I think the fact that he picked Colo 1 instead of Colo 2 here should secure him the race.
Yeah, I think Jason's got this in the bag if he just makes it through here. He's got to still fight Collector afterward, but I think it's very doable with the damage output he has on Nail, at least.
Yeah, because I don't think there's any chance that SomeDude catches up to the
Yeah. I think
Even with
SomeDude right now has to do QG grubs too. And that's going to take him a long time. He has to go through both QG arenas because he's not getting QG stag.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a spot that might kind of be punishing SomeDude for not getting grubs the whole way through. It's I don't know, it's tough, but QG is one of the areas that like is very, very painful to get to if you don't find the stag. But has he checked grubs at all this race? He might not even know that.
I'm pretty sure he never even checked grubs, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we don't know whether Abyss was a bait yet. We don't know for sure. We'll have to look at the spoiler log after this and check, but it definitely could be a bait.
I wouldn't be surprised to find out it was a bait, but it could still have been, you know, the other C dash or any number of things.
Yeah, I would have absolutely gotten baited down there if I was one of the runners for this.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point from Colette in chat. Some dude marked check as tier, and then Jason went back and tried the QG grub again. I think he might have thought that some dude had C dash at that point because of that. And then when he couldn't get the QG grub, he gave up and went to go do Colo 1 instead of Colo 2 because he knows that some dude can get the mimics if he has C dash.
Point.
Yeah. I like this a lot from Jason. Marking Isma's tier actually may have made things a little bit easier on Jason.
Yeah, because if Jason goes for Colo 2 here, he gets sniped. I guess then maybe he can still start Colo 1 while some dude's doing QG grubs, and maybe he's still fine, but...
yeah, but then it's dangerous, because if some dude does Colo 1 before QG grubs, then, you know, you can suddenly lose the race. So going for Colo 1 now, when you think he's doing... don't die, Jason. Okay, we're good. When you think, oh, he's doing C dash stuff now, that's a pretty good play.
Now, is there any chance that the Collector fight is rough with Nail 2 VS? Like, I don't think Nail 2 one hits a lot of the little guys.
Yeah, it's still not the easiest thing in the world. It's 2 shots on both Balders and Aspids, so you got to be careful. VS does 1-shot both of those. And he does have Quick Slash, which makes things, you know, maybe a little bit easier. But, yeah. Yeah, you do 1-shot Venge Flies, but not Aspids or Balders, which is both pretty annoying in the Collector fight.
Yeah, like, I can't imagine that it'll take long enough that some dude will be able to catch up, but don't want to count anything out.
Yep. Yeah, some dude again just has a ton of damage that Jason really wishes he had at this point in time. So it's possible if Jason struggles with Collector or with the end of Colo here, that some dude can catch up, but Jason with a huge advantage. He's already through to the Grosmother section of Colo, which is the final boss of Colo 1. So all he has to do is get through this and he'll have his love key. Yeah, some dude might get 12 goals, but I'd be very surprised to see him snipe Collector. Unless Jason... Okay. Please, Jason.
Oh my god, don't die here. Okay. Take this time actually healing. I think this is the one time where, like, you have to heal.
Okay. Oh my gosh, man. Jason just having us on the edge of our seats all match with these 1 HP plays.
Oh my goodness.
You can see all those beautiful broken Geo. Oh, man.
Oh man, lots of crazy decisions that had to be made this race by both runners. Props to SomeDude. There was a point in this race where I thought it was going to end at like 13-7. And this has ended up a lot closer.
Yeah, SomeDude really did well to close the gap there. Yeah, definitely played it very close. If Pale Lurker had been a little bit faster from Jason, he easily could have gotten himself locked out of that. But, you know, did well to make sure he got that goal in at the right time. Not sure where Jason's going right now. Oh, to Tower of Love. I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay. I was confused because he was coming from Kahlo instead of... But this is almost certainly faster. Open the shortcut, maybe? No, he's just going to rush it. Understandable from Jason to rush this goal. You know that SomeDude has access to it because he's killed Pale Lurker. So, yeah, I think it makes sense to rush, but it'll be a little bit iffy if this fight doesn't go well.
Oh, Collector's so happy. You hear him just laughing. What a good guy. What a joyful person.
All right, we'll see how Jason does here. It can be a little bit overwhelming at times with Collector when you can't one-hit the ads, but Jason so far doing pretty well with it.
Yeah, I guess if you just save your soul for getting the little guys out of the way, it might not be that awful. Just use Nail 2 for the Collector himself.
Yep.
Jason, with a very uncharacteristic play, actually choosing to heal while Collector staggered.
Yeah, definitely the right play in this situation. Yeah, decided to give us a little bit of a break from the heart attack. Meanwhile, SomeDude has made it to the QG bench, so from here he'll have a pretty easy time getting the last QG grubs. So Jason definitely has to hurry on this Collector goal.
Yeah, and this fight looks pretty painful. He's making it work so far, but it's not look like the fastest fight. It's actually so crazy how much more difficult the bosses are that don't give you soul are. Like, Failed Champ and Collector, I always forget just like the fact that they don't give you soul.
Yep.
But it's actually so much more brutal.
Oh no.
Oh, the RNG. Are those RNG or do they kind of try and follow you?
I think that I don't know, I think they're like kind of RNG. Like they're your position plus or minus something, but I'm honestly not sure.
Gotcha. Well, this will be the third QG grub for SomeDude.
Yeah. And again, SomeDude with a ton of damage. You might see him rush. I mean, you can't imagine he does anything but rush Kahlo 1 immediately after this. So Jason has to get this fight within the next couple of tries in order to secure this goal.
SomeDude trying to jump around that corner rather than just C-dashing to the other wall.
SomeDude managing to get a Petra up in this room. I didn't see how that happened, but there's not usually one there.
Okay. You just C-dash.
Oh, Jason, open the shortcut though, Jason.
Okay. Oh, please. It's unfortunate to see Jason put on, like, swapping out something for Lifeblood and then losing one of it on the way there.
Yeah.
Oh, SomeDude just C-dash to the other wall, please.
Oh, SomeDude.
Just do the easy stuff. The goal's right there. Please do the easy stuff. It's not worth... Thank you. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, SomeDude's gonna get this goal. So that is QG grub number 3, and it is 12-12, all just like that. Yeah, spooky. Jason has definitely forgotten about the existence of Shaman Stone at this point. Don't blame him. There's a lot to think about during a race, and he couldn't afford it when he first went there.
This fight looking like it's going a little bit better. I don't want to curse anything, but
yeah, looking a little bit cleaner. Let's hope that he's able to finish it out here. Ah, sniped by the jar again. Oh no.
So painful right as you heal. Oh, 1 HP. Please, 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 please.
Oh my god.
Oh, gets the stagger, but
I have no idea how he got out of that. But props to Jason.
Oh, there's so many enemies in the arena.
What?
This is getting out of hand very quickly. Oh, collector's trap.
No. Oh god. Ooh, man. Jason with some incredible skill there, dodging all of that. But unfortunately couldn't quite. Don't overcharm. Okay.
That would be the boldest move.
Yeah, Jason should really open that shortcut. Putting Defender's Crest on, an interesting play. Alright, so SomeDude is in Kala 1 now. I don't know what nail SomeDude has.
I don't think he has any nail upgrades, so this is going to be a spell Kalo for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at how many hits that Baldur is taking, I'm pretty sure he has nail 0.
Yeah.
So Collector, we'll see if he decides to get nail upgrades before Collector. Collector is the kind of fight where, you know, with Abyss Shriek, you can make it work for sure with nail 0 without too much trouble, but you really would like some kind of nail upgrade to make those ads a little bit easier if you run out of soul in the middle, which on Collector is pretty easy to do because he doesn't give you soul from hitting him.
Are you calling them ads?
Yeah, I am.
That's really I like that a lot. I've never heard them called that.
Did Jason open the shortcut this time?
Oh, I hope so.
Nail levels on the tracker? Oh my gosh, it is. I've never noticed that before. Like, literally never seen it. It's in the bottom left of the tracker there. Yep. So yeah, SomeDude on nail 0.
Oh, this is a little bit spooky for SomeDude being at 2 HP, but it's kind of been both their calling cards this race.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, that's rough for SomeDude.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, Jason does have Quick Slash for this fight. Hopefully it'll go a little bit better.
Yeah, I like the Quick Slash play, for sure.
Yeah. One big advantage of just opening the shortcut for Jason would be that he'd be able to get back to this fight without taking any damage. So his Lifeblood Charms would go further. But
where is SomeDude going? Nail upgrades. Has to be.
I think that's a reasonable play at this point, but it may cost him. I mean, again, already it's the ball's in Jason's court. If he can complete this fight, he wins for sure, regardless of whether SomeDude finished that Kala.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you're SomeDude and you just struggled with Kala and you have the Pale Ore, why not just grab a couple of nail upgrades, make it a little bit easier on yourself? Oh no.
Oh god. Alright, thankfully nothing in the arena. Oh, the jar almost on his head again. Oh, he's getting so unfortunate with the orange.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I feel like that happens too often to be total coincidence, but yeah, you can get lucky and not have the jars land on you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough for Jason. Jason, please open the shortcut.
We're getting some Ranjo Stenjas on the side of SomeDude.
Yep.
Listen, I'm a big fan of Collector, but I think he's a great guy. But I think in this situation, I do kind of want to see him dead sometime soon.
Yeah, same. I want this Collector fight to go a little bit better for Jason this time around.
It's a good point from chat too. Shade Cloak is a pretty quick pickup too, if you remembered that it was there.
Yeah, I think Jason has just forgotten about both Shaman Stone and Shade Cloak, both of which would make his life significantly easier here. A bit unfortunate. SomeDude is going for Collector's Oat. Love Key is in Colo 1. So he's getting nail upgrades to do Colo 1.
Oh boy, what an end to a race.
What a seed. Alright, Jason confirmed hater of shortcuts. Still didn't open it, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's been making the trip from Colo Bench look pretty free with the menu drops he's been doing through Kingdom's Edge, so not an awful decision to not grab the shortcut.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I think it's better when he was putting the lifeblood on, but you know, yeah, he's doing all right getting here pretty quickly.
That's a good adaptation too, throwing a Dream Nail in on the staggers.
Yeah, he was in a good position there. Didn't have to heal any damage, so he was able to get a little bit of extra soul.
Ooh,
Is that kind of
stuff?
It's
pretty important.
Jason at 205 essence. Did he get 5 random essence drops?
I think he must.
Kind of ridiculous.
That's
I'm pretty
a lot.
Sure he didn't do a dream tree. Yeah.
I guess he's killing a lot of these little guys. I don't know. I don't think that many have been from here.
He did Kalo as well, so like that kind of makes sense. But still, that's like a very high number of essence drops. When yeah, the only bit of RNG going his way right now, I guess.
I don't want to say anything in Curse, but this fight is looking a lot better than the last ones.
Lucas, you gotta stop saying things and then say, I don't want to say anything and curse him. Because he immediately gets cursed once you do that. Oh my god. No.
This can't be me. This can't be me.
Oh no. Collector being mean. Oh, all those enemies being mean too.
Oh, Collector in the corner. Do you have time to heal? Oh, he has time to heal. Oh,
but he staggers.
Oh, is it dead?
Oh, dead. He did it. Oh my god.
Yeah, you right on that last hit there.
Yep.
Because Collector's health is actually at 0.
GG for Jason. Oh my lord. Okay. So we're gonna mark Jason done and SomeDude done here.
Oh man, what a race!
What a finish. Absolutely tense. Oh, that last 10 to 20 seconds of Collector fight were just incredibly tense.
Goes through. Right. What's that Collector?
Hey,
hello.
Jason.
That was
your hard-fought Hollowness seal.
Oh man.
Jeez. All right, Lucas, did you generate a spoiler log?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, cool. So before we get to that, Jason, how do you feel about Shaman Stone at Hidden Station Stag and Shade Cloak at 18 grubs?
I felt like I needed to rush goals.
Okay, so I was wondering if you had forgotten that and weren't sure. Like, I mean, it's understandable you didn't have great spells anyway, so the Shaman Stone probably wouldn't have helped too much against Collector.
Yeah, I didn't think Shade Cloak would help that much either. I don't know.
Yeah. So one thing with the QG grub that you were trying to get, it is possible with Spell Twister with 4 really tight turnarounds, but it's much easier with Sharp Shadow and Shade Cloak, and I think that both of those were available to you.
Yeah, I know I had Sharp Shadow, Shade Cloak, but I tried. I basically went there to see how bad it was, and then left when because I just didn't want to try to do Fireball turnarounds because I'm horrible at those. If I had Wraiths, I would definitely have gone for it.
Understandable, yeah. Hello, SomeDude. GG to you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Was, quite a race for the two of you. We were wondering why both of you were putting Pale Lurker off for so long, and then both of you decided to go for it at the same time, and it was that was extremely close. You sniped Jason by, maybe 20 seconds on that goal.
Yeah, I was
really
going
rushing
to.
Pale Lurker too. Like I played really aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was also playing pretty aggressively, but I was also playing pretty poorly and contently.
Yeah, listen, both of you guys this is something that I said during the race, was that you guys have to be ready to like pay for my therapy after this race, because the amount of times that you guys were both on 1 HP and just decided not to heal and just like just play it out, like holy, you guys have much like better nerves than I do. Like I was freaking out on commentary.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of 1 HP experience from both of you this race.
SomeDude, the mini hopper on the left side of the spike tunnel, like when you came out on the spike tunnel and you were trying to farm the little hopper and it was like on top of you.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Jason, you had some incredible dodges during some of those collector fights. The last 30 seconds of that collector fight, the final one, you were doing great, and then Locust says, you're doing great, I don't want to curse him, and then you take like 4 damage.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was definitely listening, and that's how I knew to invoke the calm curse.
There you go.
Jason, this is something that we were definitely hoping you wouldn't do. We were hoping you would never go to resting grounds and find the lantern and the distant village stacked there.
Yeah, so
Did I snipe him to Bronze Flame?
no, I didn't find Grimchild.
He never found Grimchild.
Okay.
But he did Dark Deep Nest like 4 times. It was a lot of Dark Deep Nest.
I skipped Revik because I thought you had Grim.
Yeah.
Jason spent a lot of time in Dark Deep Nest, and then like almost right after he finished Dark Deep Nest, went to resting grounds and saw lantern and distant village stacked.
Yeah, I had some questionable Dark Deep Nest experiences this race. I kept thinking like, I can probably do it this time. It will be fine, and it wasn't fine.
Yeah, you made it through in the end, but that was definitely a journey through there. Not easy with what you had, but yeah, the worst was the fall on Distant Village. That like when you had made it all the way through Dark Deep Nest, and then you had to do it again to get back to Peace 10 for the last grub. But yeah, well done. GG Jason for sure to come through with that collector fight. Yeah, so SomeDude, you had like every spell in the book, and Jason had base VS.
I see.
It was quite a difference in damage between the two of you.
I kind of knew that I had more spells, just because of where I found him. I don't remember now, but I definitely like remember thinking, oh, he's never gonna go check this. Is this something I marked?
Well, yeah, it was like 2 in waterways.
Oh,
and
it's for that one.
One in crypts or something.
Yeah, exactly. 2 dives in waterways, and then an abyss shriek in crypts, I think. I forget where the other wraiths was.
At Grim.
Oh, no, it wasn't Grim Wings?
Grim was
Grim, Grimchild.
Yeah. Okay.
Streak wings.
So at the end, I was considering doing Check Isma's tier by killing Dung Defender first. But then I was saved from having to do that by SomeDude marking it.
You're welcome. It's what I try to do. So like, where was the other C dash?
I never found the C dash.
So
C dash was a quick slash.
Yeah, that's the one that we found. And the second C dash was at. Shoot, let me see. Oh boy, I can't find it in here.
Where was Kingsbrand?
Kingsbrand
One grub.
One grub. Yep. It was
extremely
early.
Nice.
Yeah. Quinn's Garden Stag was at 15 grubs, I think. SomeDude. There was something else that was useful at grubs. I think it hurt for you to not have checked it for as long as it did. Luckily, it doesn't. Well, I don't know what was in Abyss. I guess Lucas will let us know in a minute here. But oh yeah, Dashmaster has one grub as well.
Abyss.
I thought Dashmaster was near Mantis Village. Dim.
Is there a second C dash on here? Why can't I find it even with the search?
You might not have loop on or something. I don't know.
Are you just like you're searching for Crystal Heart or
just Crystal?
That's strange that you wouldn't be able to find it.
Oh, here it is. The second C dash was at Hollow Nest Crown.
I see.
Okay.
So So this race, I liked how I played my early game. Up until I got into Deep Nest, fell into the hot spring, and somehow couldn't move.
Yeah, that was rough. We saw you warp out, and I'm like, why aren't you grabbing the bench? And then we saw your message that just said, I can't move. And yeah, that's
Did
pretty
you
rough.
did you get claw or dash first?
I got dash first.
Okay, so did I. So I beat you to the 2 shake gates, or
I didn't even go for that. I thought it was better to farm Geo for Claw and go for Hot
Okay.
Cliffs tablet and there's something else
Mantis
maybe?
Village?
Yeah, Mantis Village. Yeah. Because like my thought was that Shade Gates is in an awkward place where you have to like go all the way out there for no checks and you have to go even further to get a bench, whereas the other two things are pretty quick and give checks.
Okay,
My reasoning was of there were a bunch of checks on the way, so I was like, cool, a goal and a bunch of checks. But I guess like that makes sense.
So Chad is about to riot because I talked a lot about how I thought the progression was going to be at Abyss.
But yeah, some
you guys
play
got-
segment is available.
Yeah, because you guys got 3 fragments so early and a lifeblood charm, and then you had Kingsbrand at 1 grub. Let me tell you guys what was at Abyss. I was gonna try and avoid it because I think I kind of would have gotten baited. There was a journal at the Arcane Egg. There was a Rancid Egg at Shriek.
Nice.
Lifeblood Core was Collector's Map.
I
Spore
got that one.
Void Heart. And then Vessel Fragment Basin was, it was a Vessel Fragment at Arcane Egg, Lifeblood Core. Hive Blood was at the Arcane Egg Shade Cloak. And the only valuable thing was Isma's at Shade Cloak itself. So that could have been useful, because I think that Shade Cloak check was available. But
Where did I find Ismos?
your Isma's was
I can't remember.
Wonders Journal King Station. It was the arena. I don't know if it was on the way down. It was on the way down.
It was on the way
Oh
down.
yeah. Okay.
I remember
So-
being disappointed in the arena.
Definitely a
Yeah.
massive bait. I think had I been racing, I definitely would have gone for it, and I would have just wasted a million, like so much time.
But Lucas, we also need to know what was at Nailmaster's Glory.
Oh yes, that's
The third
important.
nail art in
Locked
White Palace.
behind White
Dash
Palace.
slash.
Let's see, Nailmaster's Glory.
Between you found the other two. It was Shriek. Oh man. Nice.
So it's reasonable that you didn't end up finding spells with some of them being where they are.
Mm-hmm. Where was Grimchild? I forgot.
False Knight, I think.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jason just
Yeah, I skipped so
Claw dash
much
super
this
early.
game.
Yeah. It was interesting. You both found Claw and Dash at a Zelda, and both of you bought the Dash, despite like a bunch of these Claw locked goals. I think that was probably the right call, given like Jason, what you did was basically immediately farm for Geo to get the Claw as well.
Yeah.
You took quite a while. I think the Arcane Egg purchase like definitely set you back a bit because you had to farm another 400 Geo or something to get Claw at the end. But you ended up bringing it back really close.
I think that was me. I bought the Arcane Egg.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Oh, I see. I
Um,
picked up Dash first, mostly because I didn't see it. I didn't see Claw. I just saw Dash. I went, oh crap, I need my Dash. But also, I think I would have picked Dash anyways, mostly because Dash is faster,
Yeah.
right?
Claw is
And I
a
can go
useless
back for
item.
Claw. Yeah. Claw only really helps me get into Howling Cliffs early. Like later, it's important, but early, it's not that important. I think.
Yeah, there were a lot of Claw like the Howling Cliffs Claw, like the lore tablet was on the board, and you like Claw allowed Jason to get that pretty early. But I do think I agree. Dash allows you to get the remainder of the Geo a lot faster than Claw does, and ultimately you obviously want both. Also, shoutouts to SomeDude doing the absolutely vanilla entrance to City this game.
Yeah.
That was
Nice.
that was incredible. He had Claw, Dash, and City Crest, and did the Thorns Gauntlet to get there.
Yeah,
I
that
wanted
was
to get to Lem as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I went from Hidden Station. I think that is comparable in length.
Probably. Yeah, that was right right side. I think at some point, SomeDude, you weren't sure what the progression to right side was. I saw you trying to get through from left side with a lever skip, I think. But yeah, I
I
think
guess I must have forgot. Yeah.
was up through basin. Yeah, it's a bit hard to think of that.
Also, from you can go through C peaks, because you get or in T peaks I got resting ground sag.
Right. Yeah, and that
Yeah.
gives you lantern. Right. Yeah. Okay, that's true.
This is a question for Jason. When SomeDude marked check Ismas, did you think that he had C dash then?
I suspected that he had C dash or Ismas, at least one of them.
Yeah, because we were talking about the decision, like what do you do in that scenario when you could get a mimic in Colo 2, or you could just get Love Key from Colo 1, and you picked Colo 1. And we were thinking about
What was Colo 2?
Colo 2 was just another mimic.
Oh right.
Mimic halfway through
three
Colo
mimics.
2. So
Yeah.
both of you could have done that. You had both killed the deep nest mimics.
Yeah, I did Colo 1 instead of Colo 2 because I figured that's something that I couldn't get locked out of unless some dude like specifically also did the same thing as me, and it's such a long thing that I didn't think some dude could afford to start that while there were other goals on the board like QG grubs that I could get at any point if I had
Right.
C dash.
I knew you didn't have C dash, so I felt like the grubs were fairly like safe for me. Like if I felt like if I thought that you got to Colo before I did inside, I would have definitely done Colo first.
Okay.
What I thought happened was I got Pale Lurker, and that pushed you not to go up to the Colos. So I thought the Love Key and Collector was all mine, and you just would never find it.
Yeah, I figured that
and
you
that
might
happened.
think that, and that also, was
Right, yeah.
another reason why I decided to do Colo 1, because that was another reason why you wouldn't like try to snipe me on that goal.
Yeah, it was interesting. There was a moment when you were on your way up, I think, to do Pale Lurker, and you found that Dream Nail, and then you turned around for Revik, and I think there
Where's
might.
Dream
It was the first check, the like
Oh,
claw
right.
one.
Yeah.
There might have been a play where you could have just rushed Pale Lurker, and then he never would have come up for. He never would have found the Dream Nail or come up for Colo. Because he didn't come up for Pale Lurker till a little while later, but it would have been tight. You would have had to kill like Pale Lurker really fast, and it's really hard to know like what your opponent's doing in that case.
Right. Yeah.
But there was potential for like a really interesting interaction there.
Yeah, the fact that both of you were going for Pale Lurker at the same time was really helpful to Jason in the long run, because he was able to still find that Love Key in Colo 1 for Collector, obviously. Otherwise, I think he would have been stuck trying to do the skip to the upper QG grub without C dash.
I feel like my death to on my way up, like lost me the race. Like I died almost at the top. Right.
That was pretty rough, but I think you still got the Pale Lurker goal after that.
No, but if I gotten it that much earlier, I think there's a good chance that Jason just wouldn't have gone there.
Possibly.
Yeah, I
Jason
think
was already in Kingdom's Edge at that point, so I don't know, if he would have just warped out. But
I also have I only have one monitor, so I have to tab out to look at the bingo board, so it's entirely
okay,
possible that I was still sending Pale Lurker.
yeah, you continued fighting Pale Lurker for a good 20 seconds, I think, after some dude marked it or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite that long, but it was definitely significant.
Yeah, there were a lot of like really little things in this race that I think could have swayed it either way. Yeah. It was very close though. It was a very good race by you both.
Yeah.
I had some poor play in Dark Deep Nest, but managed to win barely.
I think the big thing for you, SomeDude, was just getting the essence for Spirit's Glade and then not actually parrying. Because you did definitely have an advantage on that. And I think the play to go for Brum's Flame is like super reasonable, but I think it was just like unfortunate that Jason didn't end up having Grimchild, but was behind you on Essence. So I think that was really reasonable, but just unfortunate.
I was like debating the whole time, like as I was killing Gorb, which one I should do, and I like just said fine, whatever. I'll kill Grim first. Just because I noticed he got the all the grubs and whatnot, so I thought he had a bench and he was like fighting Grim right now or whatnot, and I thought I would like barely. If I were to get Grim, it would be by very little, and I knew I had more damage.
Right.
I was just very unfortunate that Jason didn't do False Knight.
Yeah, you definitely had that grim goal all to yourself. I don't think Jason was ever going back for False Knight, but there's no way you could have known that. And that's what I was kind of thinking when you saw that Jason had done Deep Nest Scrubs, that you probably expected him to have one or both of Distant Village Stag or Lantern.
I didn't see Distant Village Stag.
That was at
Until
200
after I
essence.
No, I got it. No, I didn't check it until I got Dream Nail.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're probably good to call it there. Great race from you both. Definitely provided a lot of very good content. And yeah, I think GG's to you both.
We've got 2 more races tomorrow. It's going to be Pisces versus Zeph at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and Cake versus Conra at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Those are both going to be really good races. Make sure you tune in there to watch those. The channel doesn't look like it's been set yet, but it'll be on one of the SpeedGaming channels. So yeah, make sure you tune in. And thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed.
See everyone. GG's.
Bye, everybody.
GG's.